Thank you for tuning in to Terry Swoop Videos. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and hit that notification bell. On today's video, I'm going to do a Where They Now on the 1970s beauty queen, Janelle Commissiong. She was the first black Miss Universe in 1977. And this was a big deal back then, because the Miss Universe pageant is a much bigger pageant than Miss America, because Miss Universe involves 100 different countries from around the world. And most of the women in the pageant in 1977 were white women. So when she shows up to the pageant looking like this beautiful goddess, everybody's eyes were glued on her, and she stole the show.
Miss Trinidad Tobago voted Miss Photogenic by the press photographers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Janelle Commissiong, and I come from the city of Port of Spain.
Miss Trinidad Tobago. The prizes the new Miss Universe will receive is a trip around the world. What country would you most like to visit, and why?
I think the Far East, because it's currently becoming a very industrial country, and also because of the culture.
Thank you, Miss Trinidad Tobago. Will both of you please come to me right down here. One of you is about to become Miss Universe. The other will be the first runner-up. The position of first runner-up is very important, because if for any reason Miss Universe cannot fulfill her responsibilities for the entire year, then the first runner-up becomes Miss Universe. The first runner-up is Miss Austria. Miss Trinidad Tobago is Miss Universe. Congratulations, Janelle. Yes. And your bouquet. Miss Universe of 1977 is Janelle Commissiong, who just a few moments ago was Miss Trinidad Tobago. And now, as your predecessor, Rena Messinger, reads the Miss Universe Creed, will you make your first official walk and greet this wonderful audience in Santo Domingo?
We, the young women of the universe, believe people everywhere are seeking peace, tolerance, and mutual understanding. We pledge to spread...
Janelle Penny was born in Trinidad in 1953. And Trinidad is a beautiful country. It's a very diverse country. 35% of the population are African. Another 34% of the population are Indian. And the last 30% are white and mixed race. But despite that, in the 1950s, there was segregation in Trinidad. And the dark-skinned Trinidadians were treated worse than the light-skinned Trinidadians. And she experienced racism and poverty growing up in the 1950s and 60s. And her family moved to America in the mid-1960s when she was 13 years old. Janelle started modeling in her teens and early 20s. And she started competing in pageants in 1976. And she became Miss Trinidad in 1976. And then in 1977, she became Miss Universe. In the late 1970s, she also briefly dated Michael Jackson. There's a picture of her and Michael Jackson kissing each other. But they were only together for a brief period of time. She was very popular in the late 1970s. A lot of people thought after she won Miss Universe that she would go on to acting or modeling. But after the 70s, she dropped out of the spotlight. In 1983, she married Brian Bowen. And Brian Bowen was a successful businessman in the 1980s. She had a happy marriage with him, but unfortunately he passed away in 1989 from a car accident. And she became a school teacher in the 1990s. She works with disabled children, she tutors them, she helps them with their schoolwork. She's doing a lot of great things now. She got remarried to Alwyn Chow, another successful businessman. And I'm glad to see that she's still alive and well. Today, she's 67 years old. She's the same exact age as my mother. She looks great. She looks 30 years younger than what she actually is. And I don't blame her for walking away from the entertainment business, because the entertainment business can be very dirty. Hollywood is a very dirty business. So I really don't blame her for walking away from all that and just getting married and living a private life. This is exactly what Jane Kennedy did. She was another 1970s beauty queen who walked away from the entertainment business in the 80s. So much more power to her. I'm happy to see that she's alive and well. A lot of people have different opinions about this topic. Leave a comment, rate, and subscribe.
Hi, I'm Janelle Commissiong. Throughout my life, I've had the opportunity to meet many wonderful people. That includes persons with disabilities. When interacting with someone with a disability, put yourself in their position. How would you want to be treated? Talk to them as you would anyone else. Welcome them if they're new in your class or workplace. Never make them feel uncomfortable and treat them as equals. The Caribbean Kids and Families Therapy Organization and National Center for Persons with Disabilities are doing their part with the generous support of Repsol. Let's do ours. Let's open our minds and discover the ability in disability.